Good evening, everyone. Today it's the first day of October. Well, I mean October 1st, Saturday night. It's now almost a quarter to 10 Darwin time, which is a quarter past 10 in Sydney. Yes, so now it's a quarter past 10 in Sydney, a quarter to 10 here in Darwin, and now I'm waiting for my so-called airport shuttle from here, as you can see in CBD, Woolies or Woolworths in Kavanagh Street. So the Woolworths is actually over here. That's the entrance. I'm waiting for my airport shuttle from here, Darwin CBD to the airport, because there are no technically direct public transport from Darwin CBD to the airport. Even though the closest public transport, you will need to walk like up for a bit, and I don't want to pay like just for myself, YOLO solo traveler, for taxi or Uber. It's not worth it. So that's why I kind of pre-arranged my airport shuttle from here CBD to Darwin Airport for my flight back to Sydney. And for some reason I realized when you ring for the airport shuttle, you need to like book an hour in advance. So the next available airport shuttle is actually not now. It's actually quite a while, at like 11 p.m. So yes, 11 p.m. So it's still like an hour, like 15 minutes from now. And the pickup location is not here, because for some reason like the staff said, oh, you need to like you will need to be picked up like somewhere in a hotel. So my random pickup location is also in Kavanagh Street, but not in this side, not near Woolies, but also like opposite side, somewhere over there, the Kavanagh Hotel. So I'll probably stay here for a bit, because like this bus stop, Woolies Kavanagh Street, has some chairs. I'll probably stay for a bit, like for an hour, and then I would like by around like 10 minutes to 11, I would walk to the like actual pickup place, like the pickup location, the Kavanagh Hotel on the other side of Kavanagh Street, for the airport shuttle for me to get to Darwin Airport, then flying back from Darwin back to Sydney, the state capital of Northern Territory, back to the state capital of New South Wales, where I live. So let's wait for a bit. So this is what I mean on the other side of Kavanagh Street from Coles. My actual pickup location for the airport shuttle, which brings me to Darwin Airport, is this, the Kavanagh Hotel. For your reference, I did not stay in the Kavanagh Hotel as my temporary accommodation here in Darwin as for my trip. My actual accommodation, it's on that side, but not in Kavanagh Street. It's on Lindsay Street, called Frogshollow. It's like a backpacker. But anyways, now I'm here with my bag. I'll just wait. Should come in around 10 minutes. I'm standing outside here at Kavanagh Hotel at Kavanagh Street for my airport shuttle. Not sure it either comes in this way or in that way with probably a U-turn, but anyway, the airport shuttle should bring me from here, the Kavanagh Hotel, to Darwin Airport to prepare for my flight from Darwin back to Sydney. So now I'm already in Darwin Airport. As you can see, late night, it's quite a lot of people. Well, I'm not flying Jetstar, I'm actually flying Qantas. As you can see, the queue for Qantas, it's barely no queue. And the flight I'm actually flying, it's not on today, October 1st, Saturday. It's actually on October 2nd, Tuesday. That's why it's called like a late night flight. I came early to the airport. As you can see, I'm flying Qantas QF843 from Darwin here back to Sydney, departing at 1:50 a.m. So which is like 2-ish hours from now. So as mentioned earlier, Darwin, it's like 30 minutes behind Sydney, but and also mentioned earlier, New South Wales would enter daylight saving time by tomorrow as in when New South Wales reaches like 2 p.m., they will automatically move an hour forward to like 3 p.m. So like 1:59, and then the next minute it's 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Sorry. So my flight to Darwin departs at 1:50 a.m. Darwin time. So that would be in Sydney time it's 3:20. So by tomorrow like 3-ish a.m. Sydney it's 1.5 hours ahead of Darwin, but now like not yet. For some reason you can't use the self-check-in kiosk here at Darwin Airport. You will need to head to the counter to check in, to backdrop, as well as I'm a Qantas Silver or Wonder Ruby frequent flyer. I can use the relatively short business class check-in counter, but honestly, as you can see the queue, there's not much difference, obviously, compared to the Jetstar ones. But anyway, I already dropped my bags over there and already get my boarding pass for my Qantas flight QF843 from Darwin back to Sydney. So as a Qantas Silver Wonder Ruby flyer member with my economy ticket, normally I do not have access to any lounges, such as Darwin Qantas Club here, obviously in Darwin Airport, because as you can see, it's reserved for not only business. Well, I'm flying economy. It's normally for Qantas Gold or One World Sapphire or above member to have access to this Darwin Qantas Club. But since, for some reason, one of my Facebook friends kindly gave me a lounge pass. So even though I'm flying in economy, as a Qantas Silver or Wonder Ruby frequent flyer member, I have access to this Darwin Qantas Club. And the time now, according to my clock, it's 11:49. So the evening session, it's from 11:15 to 1:40. So that means I should head inside to use the lounge for my flight Qantas QF843 from Darwin to Sydney. Let's head inside. Guess where I am? It's shower room. Well, normally I don't really use shower room because normally when I fly it's like a daytime flight, but since it's a late evening flight, I haven't had shower yet, and Darwin it's kind of humid hot. Not even like summer, it's now between like winter or spring, but Darwin is still like geographically of its location, it's still like 20 something to 30 something degrees Celsius in Darwin, and I sweat during my days in Darwin. So it's really important to have a quick and a cold shower before my flight. Again, Qantas QF843 from Darwin to Sydney. So in the reception desk, I asked for a towel, conditioner, shampoo, and also a body lotion, because there is no literal individual shampoo, body lotion, conditioner. I think that's the only 3-in-1. You've got like 1, 2, 3 coat hooks. It looks like this. Looks pretty alright, cold enough. You've got of course the toilet. Probably someone hasn't finished flushing yet. Toilet, tissue. Of course you need to wash your hands, and even the most important thing, hair dryer, which is really important after you finish your shower. So without further ado, I will enjoy my cold shower, especially to escape. I'm already inside the airside, to escape the heat officially in Darwin, the Northern Territory, to prepare for my flight back to Sydney, the state capital of New South Wales. Let's go. So the lounge looks like this. You've got some tarmac view, coffee bar, alcoholic bar, cold food, hot foods, drinks as well. And I got myself some like a salad, some mostly veggies, some meat, it's beef. And I also got myself a cup of flat white from the barista, accompanied by a traditional Belgian caramelized biscuit. So that's my first round of like so-called meal at Darwin Qantas Club. So this is my second and also the last round of eat and drink here, because on all Qantas domestic flights, regardless of economy or business, you will get, domestic, but in general, but since I'm flying from Darwin to Sydney, so I call it domestic. But in economy or business, while I'm flying in economy, you will get free food and drink. And for this 4-ish hour flight down back to Sydney, it's a hot meal service, so which is like the portion, like it's larger than the refreshment. So I'm not gonna eat too much here in the Qantas Club. But anyways, this is my second round of food and drink. It's the turmeric basmati rice, butter chicken, and some I believe it's some fried puff or so. For the drink, it's tomato and vegetable soup. It looks pretty thick, some sort of like those minestrone, but like a thickened version of a minestrone. So there are two two kind of TV showing like two information here in the Qantas Club Lounge. One, it's like those live daily news, and the second one here is the timetable showing like when is your flight. As you can see, most of the coming flights are interstate. So I just now mentioned, or if not, like at the airport, besides Qantas, there are quite a lot of people lining up for Jetstar. So as you can see, there are 3 Jetstar flights leaving Darwin within like 5 minutes. So you can see like that's why it's quite a lot of people. And I'm flying from those 3 Jetstar flights arrived, but there are like 3. Yeah, there's still 3 Jetstar flights leaving Darwin within like half an hour, as you can see. But anyways, my flight, it's again Qantas QF843. Yes, there. Down to Sydney, and as you can see, it's 7 minutes to 1, and the boarding time it's 1:30. So like more than an hour. More than half an hour to spend in the Qantas Club Lounge, and also for my case, at least finish the food and drink here first, then head to the boarding gate at gate 9. So this is my seat 5A, the second row of this again Boeing 737 economy class. As mentioned, there are 3 rows of 2 business class, and 27 rows of 3 economy class. I'm in 5A, the second row of the economy class. I could not recognize the registration number of this aircraft, but my viewers, please help me out, or I will update this later on, because it's too far to actually see the plane from the boarding gate to gate 9 at Darwin Airport. But anyways, I've already sat down at my seat 5A. Pretty much the same wise. It's no touchscreen TV, but you can you can hang your tablet up here. You've got the tray table. You can move it back and forth, although you can't fold it in half. The seat pocket, you get instruction card, air snacks bag, in-flight magazine. The seat pitch or legroom, it's again 30 inches. Seat width, it's 17.2, and the recline, it's 5 inches. For the headrest, it can be adjustable. Every 2 seat, you got coat hook, and also every 2 seat, although there's no universal power socket, but you get one and 2 USB ports for you to charge your devices, such as I'm using my mobile phone. It seems like the flight it's pretty full, but as in for now, the middle seat 5B, it's not yet occupied. Only the aisle seat of the second row of economy class, or the 5th row in general, 5C, it's occupied, but I don't know, but we'll see. Again, this is my seat 5A, the 5th row of the aircraft, or specifically the second row of economy class on this Qantas Boeing 737-800 economy class. unfortunately I could not recognize the registration number at this stage, but I will definitely update that later on this QF843 from Darwin back to Sydney, the state capital of Northern Territory, back to where I am, the state capital of New South Wales. That's fine. surprisingly, the meal service began just over half an hour into the flight. I mean, this Darwin to Sydney flight, officially it's 4 hour and 15 minutes, so 30 minutes into the flight, that's a really quick meal service. But also unsurprisingly, because it's already late night now, it's, I think, few minutes past 2 a.m. late night or early morning Darwin time, so I guess the cabin crew wants to serve the meal as soon as possible, so people who want to take a rest will take a rest, or who don't want to take a rest for me will continue on my work. But anyway, the hot meal, it's either, the main meal is either the pork sausage, or basically I guess it's bangers and mash, and the other option, I think my neighbor passenger sitting in 5C selected the whatever chicken salad. But anyway, for every passenger you get a bottle of water. I asked for a bottle of water, apple juice or orange juice. I go for apple juice. I also asked for a cup of tea with milk and sugar, Lindo chocolate as well, and also the wooden cutlery, of course, with tissue, knife, fork, and a stir for the tea and milk. If you want to stir to mix the tea with milk and sugar as well, and also as in the wooden cutleries, the knife and fork as well. So without further ado, let's dive into this hot meal on this Qantas economy class on QF843 from Darwin to Sydney. Okay, toilet time. So I'm again at the front toilet, the supposedly for business class passengers, but the access between business and economy classes, it's not blocked, so I just use the front toilet instead. So I quickly used the toilet after having the quick meal, because well, it's already like quite late night. It's already what time is it? I think 3-ish Darwin time, and I guess people want to sleep, such as my neighboring passenger sitting on the aisle seat 5C. So I'm gonna have a quick toilet, and then try to not to disturb him during the remainder of the flight, as kind of the responsibility, because I'm sitting in 5A, like a window seat, against him sitting in 5C aisle seat. I try to not to disturb him as much as possible. So anyway, so this is the mirror again. If you have infant, that is your baby bassinet. The toilet for you to flush, for you to I guess clean the exterior if you want to use it. Toilet, that's my own personal amenity kit for me, probably to brush my teeth, moisturize my face, hands as well, to keep myself hydrated during this 4-ish hour flight down back to Sydney. Some tissues, rubbish bin if you want to wash your hands, I will, and also the soap, extra tissue for toilet, and also handrail just in case there is turbulence. Not really so far. And also finally one coat hood. Don't dare to smoke, because obviously smoking is not allowed regardless of interstate, international or domestic flight, and there's like a detector like this one inside the aircraft, so if you attempt to smoke, you'll be fucked up. So let me finish the toilet quickly, and I will go back to my seat of 5A, the second row of the economy section. Qantas QF843 from Darwin to Sydney. I'm a bit surprised. The queue at Darwin Airport is not that long for Qantas, so honestly there's not much difference using the normal economy lane or the business class check-in counter, as I'm a Qantas Silver or OneWorld Ruby member, which allows me to do so, because the self-check-in kiosk is not available But anyways, I still use the business class check-in counter. I just show the staff one of my ID, which is my Hong Kong ID, and then they smoothly recognize my flight QF843 to Sydney, and then with my Boeing pass printed, and then confirm the details are correct. I have not brought some sort of dangerous goods, and then because I already have my Q bag tag, so my bags are sent straight away, and then that's it. I went to security. It was pretty smooth. Thankfully, at the time before I fly, I have access to the Darwin Qantas Club, thanks to one of my Facebook friend offering me a lounge pass, because normally you will need to be a Qantas Gold again or One World Sapphire or above to have access to Darwin Qantas Club. I am Qantas Silver, One World Ruby. Normally I do not have, and especially in Darwin, generally hot weather, and especially for this like late night, or you can say a red-eye flight from Darwin back to Sydney, it's always good to have lounge access, not only for some food and drink, but also most importantly cold shower. As you can see, the shower room itself is pretty big, although the light might be a bit dark, but like big enough for you to put your stuff around, and then you have a shower. You can bring your own like shampoo, body lotion or conditioner as well, but I kindly asked, and also the towel from the reception desk for free, and you can take them like home. Of course you won't like finish it. And also hair dryer is like inside the bathroom, the shower room, so it's really amazingly to do like such offer. The food, like honestly, late night I don't really expect that much, but I still really appreciate they have at least like hot and cold food options as well. And also, for drinks, alcoholic, non-alcoholic are also available with the Wi-Fi, not only inside Darwin Airport, but also inside itself, the Qantas lounge as well. Because probably not many people fly. Qantas at the time, Jetstar, Qantas owns Jetstar, but I don't see many people use the lounge. But anyways, there are quite a lot of different seating options, like high, low, also depends on you. Did I see a rainbow? Just now. Anyways, so the seat, it's pretty much the same as my previous flight. It's just a difference between 5A and 5F, like the left side or the right side of the Boeing 737-800, but it's still the same, like seat pitch legroom 30 inches seat with 17.2, and the recline is 5 inches. That's a pretty standard Qantas Boeing 737-800 economy class. But I guess for the meal service, this flight back to Sydney is much more efficient because we are flying already in late night, and I guess the cabin crew wants to kind of feed us as soon as possible so that we can like take a rest or so. So like the second round of drink and also the Lindo chocolate served already like all together. Actually it's not like the pork sausages or so, it's actually like a classic, I guess, pub dish, bangers and mash. It tastes pretty good. It's really creamy, and the taste is really flavorful. All in all, and also with the normal free Wi-Fi on most of the, if not Qantas Boeing 737-800, regardless of economy or business, that's a pretty good deal. So generally that's pretty good, despite it's like a red-eye or late night flight from Darwin to Sydney, but I have access to Darwin Qantas Club to have a cold shower to escape the heat, and then welcome the cooling
Qantas Boeing 737-800 economy class, QF843 from Darwin back to Sydney. Let me know in the comments how you feel, and also, restriction-wise, there's no restriction for interstate travel to New South Wales, such as from Northern Territory or from Queensland if in the past 7 days. But hopefully this video will find you guys useful, and as a response, giving a like to this video will be appreciated, and further just subscribe to this channel and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. That will be a really great support for my growth in terms of other content. Also, you can also contact me like on those platforms if you want to support me some sort of financially also. Anyway, enjoy the landing into Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport. Last but not least, good morning and have a great day.
Welcome to Sydney. Qantas would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands and waterways on which we live, work and fly. We would also like to pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. The local time is 7:19. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is on. As always, smoking, vaping and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted whilst disembarking or throughout the terminal.